Welcome to Data Engineers Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the automated file ingestion pipeline. So how n8n orchestrates it and how it automates the workflow. So with no manual intervention. So this is one small use case. You can work on it. So first it starts on the local machine and where files and exports were created. So n8n watches this location continuously acting as the orchestrator, the workflow automation engine, which coordinates every step in the pipeline. So as soon as a new file appears, n8n uploads it into the AWS S3 bucket, which serves as the landing zone for storage. That upload triggers an event which Snowpipe picks up automatically, handling continuous auto ingestion with zero manual intervention. Snowpipe then loads the data into Snowflake, moving it from staging straight into the production tables, ready for analysis. From a single file on laptop to the structured data in warehouse, fully automated end-to-end pipeline with n8n automation workflow and the Snowpipe ingestions. Install the Node.js. So here for installing the Node.js, we will go to this link. So you can see here. So click on that and you will encounter this platform and click on get Node.js. And here, see carefully, you should download the version of LTS only. Not other than this, don't download other than this version. Download the LTS version. So, for if select your Windows and using enable this Docker. So, these are the NPM modules that exist in the Node.js. So, okay. Now, click on Windows installer and you can see it is downloading. So, it is done. Double click on that. So just click on next and here accept the terms in the agreement and click on next. Click on next and then also click on next. Here don't check this. If you check this, it will automatically sets these tools installations in CMD, which makes you time waste or which makes you more time to install that, and some installations may also go on. So don't check this box, leave it as default and click on next and click on install. So allow this app and wait for some time, it will install. Okay, now click on finish and it is installed successfully. Okay, now let me check the Node.js has successfully installed or not. So go to PowerShell and give this command node space hyphen hyphen version. So it has given this is the LTS version that we have generated, right? So now check npm version. Is this npm hyphen hyphen version? So this is a Node.js version that we want to check. So we can see clearly the version has this enabled. Now aim is to automate the files automatically into the bucket without manual intervention. We should automate through n8n. Right? So this is the command that is used to install the n8n. So npm install. So minus g n8n. So if you give like this, you will encounter with error. So because here there must be space exist between this minus g and n8n. So firstly I have given like that. So I encountered error. So don't repeat that. So please make a space between this minus g and n8n. So npm install minus g and n8n. If you give like this, you can see all the required modules will be get installed. These are just warning commands, so you don't need to worry. At the end of the uh, command prompt, you can see clearly the all installations are done. You can see npm1 deprecated, so those are deprecated and these versions are getting published and running. So at the end, you will get all the scripts are run successfully. So next, we are going to run the server. Do check with the version has successfully installed or not. So for this, give this command n8n space hyphen hyphen version. So you can see the version has number has displayed. So it clearly says that n8n has successfully installed. So I'm starting the server. For that, give similarly for installation what we have give similarly, but for starting the server we will just give start. So n8n start. So I am entering. So wait for some time. It will display like initializing the server. Once it encounters, the server will get started. So we can see clearly it has given that the server or reader is now accessible in this local host link. And to open this, we should click on O button. So if you click on O button, automatically this local host link will be navigated in the browser. So I have clicked on O button and you can see it is navigated in the browser. Here you should set up the account that is needed for the n8n server. You can give here your email and your name, last name and your password and click on next so that your account will be successfully created. So other so anything I'm giving randomly. So click on get started and you can see this. It will ask some any free license fee. Don't click on that, just click on skip and you will navigate to this window. This is the workflows that where we create. Here we will create our workflow. And first of all, for creating workflow, we should add our credentials. So here on place button, click on this and go to new credential and here search for the AWS because we are going to load or automate the files that are going to into the bucket AWS bucket, which are done manually by us. But here we are automating through n8n, or n8n will automatically get access from our local PC and they will load the files that are required into the bucket. And the next phase will be the Snowflake will load the data using Snowpipe. That is another phase. So first we automate through n8n to load automatically the files existed in our PC to the bucket AWS bucket, right? So for that we should add the credentials related to AWS, right? So first you should search for AWS. Here select AWS IAM, not assume role, and click on continue. Here it will ask for region, so select your bucket region, and these are the mainly things that you should do. Very important. So first you should give your access key ID and secret key access. So let me explain how to generate access key ID and secret key access. So let me go to my AWS account. So this is my AWS account and these are my buckets. So first of all, we should generate access key and secret key, right? So for that, go to IAM. So under IAM, search for the users, IAM users, and I'm creating a user, new user. I'm giving name and next click on next. And if you want to attach any policies directly, we can attach here. So first attach the policy. For that, I have attached policies directly. I want to attach that policy. So search for Amazon S3 full access. So if you want to create an inline policy for this, you can click on create policy. Otherwise, if you want to attach directly, you can just enable this and after attaching this, just click on next. So it is asking like these are the permissions that I have given, and you can click on create user. So it is creating the user. So the user persona is created successfully. So if I open this, I have the permissions Amazon S3 full access to this policy for this user, and this is the ARN that is used for identifying the unique resources that are existing in the AWS. This will be useful in Snowflake. First, we want to create an access key, right? So here it is. So click on this create access key and click on command line interface CLI and don't disturb anything and click on I understand and click on next. So here description tag value it is optional, so click on create access key. So you can see the access key and secret access key successfully created. So preserve it safely because we may use for automations for this access key and secret access key. So I'm saying it as download CSV file. So first give this access key to, so this is the region, AWS region, right? So select your bucket region and now give access key and secret access key. So this is the secret access key. Give this, and here is important part. Select your bucket region. For this, you should go to your bucket. So S3 buckets. So AWS region is what? Asia specific Mumbai AP South 1. This is my AWS region. So keep that. So Asia specific Mumbai AP South 1. This is the one, right? Yes, that one. So I have selected my AWS region, access key ID, secret access key. Now save your credentials. So credentials successfully created in our personal workspace and it is connected successfully to the AWS. See, you can see I have created one folder in my C drive. So if I upload any file to this folder, it will automatically triggers that folder into the bucket for every 2 minutes. So I'm scheduling it for every 2 minutes. If a new file uploads, it automatically uploaded by the n8n into the bucket without any manual intervention. So folder has successfully created. Now we should add our workflows in the n8n, right? So going to my n8n. So credentials have added. So click on workflows. So create your workflow. So first we need to schedule it for every 1 minute. The files, anything there in the folder, it should check if it any file trigger, it should upload into the bucket. So for that, I am adding the schedule option on schedule. So I'm want to trigger the interval between the minutes and minutes between the interval between one. So I'm saving this. Just close it. It will save. So we can see the schedule trigger has saved, node has saved. After that, we should has an read or write file access from our local machine, right? So for that, add that node, read or write file access. So this is the thing, read or write files from disk. So under this, select read from files. So here give your path. So in the C drive, I have created CSV underscore folders, right? So I'm giving the path like C drive. So slash CSV underscore up uploads and so to access any file that is existed in this folder, you should give slash star csv. So any file that is there in that, it will be automatically accessed. It is the meaning. So slash means in n number of files it will access. What type of extension dot csv files of n number of files. So give that. So that's it. And now close it. It will save. So if you want to open any node, just click on this more actions and click on open. So it will open. Okay. Now read and write file access over. Next one, what should we do? We should upload it to the AWS S3, right? So add the node of AWS S3 node. Search for the AWS uh, S3. So this is the one. So here under AWS S3, we want to upload the file, right? So select upload a file, and so AWS IAM credential and file, the operation upload, and the bucket name is select your bucket name that you want to upload into the S3 bucket. So this is my bucket name. Give this in your workflow. Give your corresponding bucket name. I want to create a folder on this under this bucket. So I'm giving like CSV. So and I'm creating the folder. So my CSV folder is created, right? Now give here CSV, so hyphen, sorry, backward slash, and the curly braces, dollar, JSON dot file name. So I have given this. So fix it in the expression mode. So it is in the expression mode only. So the files from CSV uploads in my drive will automatically n8n will upload into the CSV folder of the bucket my project Snowflake. So right, we have understood, right? And check the binary property to data only. So input binary field is data. So next, everything is good. Now let me close this. So I have created the workflow, right? Now for running this workflow, you can click on the execute workflow, but I am executing the workflow. So it will encounter conformly this error because uh, we should give access to read the files from our PC for an n8n, right? So for that we should terminate the server, and we should give the environment variable in the cmd, and again we should start the server. So for this, let me terminate the server. Okay. For giving access to our local drive to n8n, run this command. So it has run successfully. Restart the server. So access is given, right? n8n access has got from this folder, from this drive. So let me restart the server again. So the server will be restarted once it encounter with initializing. So at the end, you can see the local host link will be opened in this editor, and it will ask you to press a button called O. If you press that, you can see the server in the Microsoft Azure browser. So you can see it is initializing, right? So So you can see this is the browser. You click press O button. So the browser will be navigated into the Microsoft Edge. So this is my workflow. Click on that. Now I am executing my workflow. Before executing the workflow, just check whether your the local drive disk folder has the files or not. If the files are there, then it will be executed successfully. Otherwise, it will encounter some error. If there is no access, it will encounter error. If there are no files, also it will encounter error. So you can see the files are accessed successfully. So I have the file in my CSV uploads. So it was run successfully. Now we encountered with this issue. For this, you should create an inline policy in AWS and update that policy for uploading the file from get and from the n8n to the bucket. IAM. Under IAM, I have go into users. This is my user. Click on this user and add permissions. Create inline policy. JSON mode. So here we should give our resource name and also our versions clearly. So this is the thing. So after pasting this policy in this policy editor, click on next. Give name for the policy. Create this policy. So the policy was successfully created so that the n8n can automatically insert files into this bucket.
Now execute this workflow. Click on execute workflow button. So the files are successfully accessed by the n8n from our local drives. And now it is trying to upload these files into the S3 bucket. Once it successfully uploads, you can see the workflow has executed successfully. So the workflow executed successfully. Now let me check whether the files has inserted or not. So this is my bucket and all files, orders 3, orders 04, orders OD, all files are successfully uploaded. So if you want, you can see these are the files that are existed in my CSV underscore uploads. So these files are successfully uploaded in this bucket. So now let us move on to the Snowpipe implementation. So now these files that existed in the bucket will automatically moved into the Snowflake target table from the Snowpipe. By Snowpipe, it will ingest. So let me move on to that.
So this is the Snowflake environment. So as you know, all of you had awareness, right? In the previous video, I have discussed for how to connect to the Snowpipe through external clouds. So here we create storage integration. That is the syntax here: create or replace integration name. So storage provider here S3 bucket. So here this is the AWS role ARN. So go to your role in the AWS and paste this the AWS ARN and copy that path and paste it here. So go to your AWS account. So search for IAM. So under IAM, you have different roles, users, everything, right? So under those, go to your role that you have created for the loading the data from buckets to the Snowflake. So this is the role. So under this, I am using this Divya named role. So this is the ARN Amazon resource name. Use it to uniquely identify the resources in the Amazon. So I have copied this and pasted here. And next storage allowed allocations. This is the bucket path. So similarly, go search for the buckets and under buckets, this is the S3 bucket. So this under this S3 bucket, you can search for the your bucket name and copy the bucket path. So this is the bucket that I have used in my project Snowflake 2. This is the bucket that I have used for automation of through n8n for loading the files into this bucket through drive by n8n automation, right? So open this bucket. and this is the folder I have created. Under this folder my files are there. Now copy this S3 URI I have copied and paste it here. So now let me create my storage integration. So it is executed and you can see the storage integration was successfully created. Next we will move on to describing the storage integration. So run this. So you can see all the properties of that storage integration. So here we will use the AWS external ID and also AWS IAM user ARN. So these two things you should preserve. Next I am copying this external ID. So copy this external ID and go to your roles. So I'm searching for IAM. So under IAM, go to your roles. So it is loading. So under roles, so my role is what I have given the AWS ARN for which role, this Divya role, right? So under this Divya role you should uh, edit your policies. So go to trust relationships and edit trust policy and update your policy with the external ID that you have copied. So this is the external ID and also IAM user ARN, copy this one also and paste it with the existed one. So under AWS replace with that one and also update the policy. So policy has updated, so you can see clearly. So now we have given access to the Snowflake for accessing the bucket, right? Now next, create a file format. So I'm creating the file format. So you can see the type is CSV and field delimiter 1. So here it is saying that Snowpipe DB does not exist or authorized. So here we didn't choose the database, right? We didn't created the database, right? So create database snow. Here I am using Snowpipe DB. So Snowpipe underscore DB. So run this statement. So you can see database successfully created. Now run this file format. So you should create schema also, right? So database dot the schema dot file format is existed, right? So you didn't created any schema and you just created the database and you are calling. So it is raising error for that. Now create a data schema under this database. So create schema. Schema name is here raw schema. So create the raw schema. So you know the command, right? Create schema name. So I am running this. So the schema raw was successfully created. So under this database, under this schema, we are creating one file format, right? So run this file format. So the file format was successfully created. So next, create the stage under by using this file format. So here URL is nothing but the storage bucket allowed allocations path. So copy this one. I am copying this one and paste it here. So under URL page that one. So this is the path, right? From this path we will take the data and we will ingest into this stage. So this stage will be referred by the Snowflake and it will load into the table. So this is the concept you already know, we have discussed in the previous videos, right? So file format, so CSV file format when I have given storage integration, this is the storage integration name. Yes, okay, all good. Now run this stage. So I am create or replace this stage running. So stage successfully created. Now list the files that are existed in this stage. So list stage name. So you can see clearly all the files that are existed in the bucket has reflected successfully into this stage. So you can see all the files, right? Now create a sample table. So Here the table schema should match with these files data. Files metadata should be matched with this metadata of the table. Remember that. Otherwise, the data will not be loaded. Okay. So now I'm creating this table. So you can see table was successfully created. Now the last part, rather than we should create a snow pipe, right? So create or replace pipe name. So automatically we should ingest. So auto ingest equals to true as copy into table name. So this $1 $2 are nothing but we didn't know the columns, right? To refer to the columns what are existed in the files, we are using this. So that's it, and we will give the file format. So now I am creating this snow pipe. So you can see clearly it is executing the query. It should hit the pipe was successfully created. So see, the pipe is S3 underscore CSV underscore pipe, right? So this pipe was successfully created.
So next, run this command, show pipes like. So which pipe is only, I want to list this only one pipe. So I have given like, and after that I have given name. So in which schema, raw schema. So that's the meaning of that. So it will generate one notification channel ID. So copy this notification channel ID and preserve it. And now under AWS, you can create one new event. So already I have created the event. So this is the process, nothing it. So just go to your AWS console and your bucket under properties, create event notification, and you can give the name. So here prefix and suffix, these two are optional. If you want, you can give, otherwise you can leave it. So under the event types, you should check all object create events. So S3 object created. So for S3 objects only, right? So for this, you should check this, and you should check S3 object created. And under destination, you should give SQS queue, and also you should check the SQS ARN, enter SQS ARN, and paste that notification channel from this one which we have copied. So and click on save. That's it. Here I have already created one event notification. You can see. So under properties, if I go to event notification, so this is my events. So event types or object creators. So filters, so prefix and suffix. So destination type SQSQ, and this is the notification channel ID. So that's it. So this is the main part for the Snowpipe.
Let me go to my workflow. So here I have previously said if any new file is uploaded, it will check for every 1 minute and it will trigger the I will said previously, right? So for this you should publish this workflow first of all. So I am clicking on publish this workflow. So publish. So once the publish is completed, so you can see clearly your schedule trigger will now trigger executions on the schedule you have defined. The schedule we have defined is 1 minute. Per 1 minute, the file should be checked by the n8n and it should automate those files in the bucket, right? So that's it. Now, so let me only modify this one. So let me change some records and re-upload again. So I'm changing here the items laptop to some iPhone, mouse too, and some cat, some anything. So I have changed some keyboard to MacBook. So okay, so David to some any other name. Shekila, I have giving some another name. Simply I want to record the changes, right? So for that I am simply giving. So nothing beyond that. So another name Akila. So now I am saving this file. So no, first save as this file. So so save as. So give the name. I am giving the name right item dot csv. Now save this file. So it is saved successfully. So it is saved, right? Now, now if you can check, it is triggered successfully. So here it is, right? So let me wait for 1 minute. The time is 9:19, right? So wait for 1 minute and check the the file that we have uploaded, item.csv, has triggered in the bucket or not. So the time is 9:19. Let me wait for 1 minute and let me check that. So buckets is my S3 bucket. So within 1 minute it should get uploaded, right? So this is my project Snowflake 2. This is my bucket, right? So open this bucket and check the items.csv has uploaded or not. So I'm opening this folder. You can see, right, the item.csv has successfully uploaded. So within 1 minute, it has successfully uploaded by not executing again and again the workflow. Once you execute the workflow, it will trigger for every 1 minute the new files that has uploaded into the local disk of our laptop will get uploaded into the bucket, and from bucket through Snowpipe concept we will retrieve it. So that is none other concept. So now if you run this, so let me check my pipe status. So the pipe is under running, right? So if you list the stage, these item.csv and also or.csv also should be reflected, right? So let me check. So yes, item.csv or.csv also reflected. So the pipe is also under running. So let me check the data has inserted or not. So no. So let me refresh the pipe. If you refresh the pipe, so refresh the pipe and wait for 2 to 3 minutes, and you can see the data was successfully reflected. So you can see all the files that had existed in the stage has successfully sent came. The status has sent. Now,
Checking whether the data has inserted or not. So select start from. So this is the table I have created, right? So I am running this. So you can see clearly the data has inserted successfully with all columns: order ID, custom name, item, amount. So that's it. So we have successfully implemented the n8n automation with Snowpipe.
Thank you for watching this video. For more details, contact this phone number.